All right. Super Bowl Sunday. Here we come. It's on. It's on. I just got my last dose of ketamine. We're ready to rock and roll here. Oh, biggest betting day of the year. Super Bowl Sunday. If you're a gambler, even if you're not a gambler, you want some juice. You want some juice. We're going to go through a lot of the prop bets. I'm going to tell you which ones I really like. I bet quite a few last week when I went up to Vegas. Let's go over the news real quick. The Williams trade from Charlotte to the Los Angeles Lakers was called off because he failed his physical. I don't know. That kind of surprises me because Luka really wanted the guy. But now they have a lot of assets to go into the summer with. You know, I'm always suspicious when they make a trade and then they revoke the trade because of the physical. It always just seems, you wonder, for me, I wonder if they got buyer's remorse. If they thought, we're playing well, we can just make it another 2.5 months, and then we got all these trade assets for the summer, I don't know. Also, Florida, college basketball yesterday beat Auburn. Dietrich has a 5-stroke lead after 54 holes at the Phoenix Open. And I can't wait for March Madness. All right. Let's get to what everybody wants to talk about. Super Bowl. The game looks like it's going to a pick. I saw it in a couple places. It can only go from one to pick, right? It's never going to be half point because there can be no ties. So you're going to have point, pick, point. Some of the bets I really like. I like overtime. I think it makes a lot of sense. You're getting 8-1. When I bet it, I got 10-1. The books, the public, everybody seems to think it's going to be a real close game. I think for some reason, overtime is a more realistic option. Yeah, I understand when people tie at the end, they like to go for 2. But, man, I don't know if either one of these coaches, and I'm including Andy Reid, has the cojones when you can tie it and go into overtime and see what happens to just lay it on the line. I just don't see it. I think you would definitely have a different scenario than last year where San Francisco went for the 3 points, or if they get a touchdown the first time to see what happens, you go for the 1, and then like Andy Reid said, if we scored a touchdown after they did, we were going to go for 2. We weren't going to keep playing the game. Another one I liked, and this is ludicrous. I was looking for analytics. There is no analytics. It's just JT being effing stupid. Offensive lineman to catch a pass in the game, 35-1. I bet the last scoring play of the Super Bowl to be a safety, kind of like they took the safety in the Pittsburgh game, or the Kansas City game, got the cover at 9. But you have to bet it on both teams, right? You can't just have one bet and say that's what it is. But it happens. It happened a little over 10 years ago when Baltimore and John Harbaugh took a safety on the last play of the game to beat San Francisco and his brother Jim Harbaugh. All right. On the theme of the safety, I took that too. I'm a sucker for the safety. I'll just tell you that right now. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but at 8-1, I can tell you, usually 1 out of every 6 Super Bowls has a safety. So you're getting a little value there. Will there be a safety in the first half, in the second half? Those are 12-1. To me, I'd rather just put double the money and just get the 8-1 for the game. And you get overtime too. Be careful about what that is, right? Where you're going with that. Okay. The other one I took, will the game be decided by exactly 3 points? You're talking about a walk-off field goal probably. Or think about this, if it goes to overtime and somebody has a turnover or they turn it over on downs, all the other team needs is a field goal. So to me, I thought that was some incredible value at plus 375. Now, these ones are coming out of the Superbook. Will there be a 2-point conversion attempt? To me, this was money in the bank. It's plus 130. I know it's come down. I've seen it at even. To me, one of these two teams is trying it. Everybody is so big into the analytics. It's not like Mike Tomlin, but Sirianni's in there. You get down, 5 points. Yep, they're trying it. It's just, I think a lot of times they make the mistake of chasing these points and trying to get them on the right numbers. I don't think you should do that till late in the third quarter, but excuse me. I'm so bored with these pops. I took this too. Will there be a successful 2-point conversion? I got plus 240. Yeah, I think there will be. I mean, it is weird though. You go through the first half, and the thing is, when you're betting these bets, usually they don't try the 2-pointer in the first half. It's when the points start to get a little off in terms of skewed for analytics that they tried in the third quarter. And let me tell you, you start sweating at the third quarter if it's like they're down by 7. You're like, oh, shoot. Nobody's trying it. If they land on normal numbers, you got problems. You're hoping that they get up by 11 or, whatever, 15. That's 15 is really the great one because then they tried the 2-pointer twice. Will both teams convert a 2-point conversion? That's plus 1,100. I'm not going to touch that. Kansas City really doesn't seem to be like the 2-point conversion team. Looking here, where was the other sheet? I saw the other sheet. I'm looking for it. I'm trying to make you some money. Be patient. It was here. Total completions by Patrick Mahomes. It's 24.5. The under is $120. I really like that one. Total pass attempts by Patrick Mahomes is 36.5. Now remember, that was he had to complete them, right? Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. Wow, that's pretty wild. That's a lot of attempts. 36.5. It's an even money thing. Personally, I think it'll be under, but all I could say is, and I've told everybody this, when you're getting closer to the game, people, and my advice to everybody out there is I hope you're out there getting drunk. Get drunk till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and literally sleep till the game starts. Because I know from personal experience, when the game starts getting closer and you're in a betting situation, whether it's on FanDuel or DraftKings or you're in Vegas or wherever you are at the local casino with sports betting options, you just start looking at the odds and you say, oh my God, that's 15-1. And the next thing you know, you bleed out. You got 20 different bets and none of them are really realistic, but you're thinking, oh my God, I got to hit one of them just to break even. Take a more solid bet, like, under yardage of 120 for Saquon Barkley or, under pass attempts for Patrick Mahomes or, look and try and balance it on something that's my wheelhouse is anywhere from minus $1.40 to plus $1.40. Those are the bets. That's that 80-cent thing I really like to home in on. Yeah, I know I took the 2-point conversion. Yeah, I know, John, you talk out both sides of your mouth. I know I took the OT and I know I took the safety, but most of my bets were on like the 2-point conversion just being attempted. That's it. I don't have to make it. I just got to attempt it and I'm getting $1.20. All right. I hope you win. I hope you have a great day. Don't drink and drive. Hit the like and subscribe button. Love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Super Bowl.